Big news day, of course, happening. Patrice Motsepe, he's been launching his manifesto this morning and into the afternoon, and this is ahead of his CAF presidency. My colleague, Benjamin Leshoro, is in Sandton. Benji, so good to see you. How did that launch go? How is the mood after Patrice Motsepe would have been on stage and shared his vision for CAF going forward?
Well, Buhle, good afternoon to you and our viewers. I think much of what Patrice Motsepe had to say here since this morning up until this afternoon was expected of him, and it's a lot of what we had predicted, that he will be speaking about women's football, the finances of CAF and the investments that need to be made, infrastructure and all of that. It's a lot of what a lot of people expect him to get to work on when he becomes, or if he becomes, the CAF president during the elections on the 12th of March in Morocco. But quickly, I've got with me African footballer Cudjoe Amankwa to chat about the manifesto and the 10-point action plan that we saw from Patrice Motsepe. Cudjoe, thank you so much for your time. Are you satisfied with what Patrice Motsepe had to say? Just quickly.
I'm extremely satisfied by the 10-point plan action of Dr. Patrice Motsepe in as far as the Confederation of African Football is concerned. For me, he's a breath of fresh air. He's a game changer, and he's a man that is going to make a huge difference in as far as African football is concerned.
What about another interesting one that a lot of people wanted to find out? What's going to happen with him at Mamelodi Sundowns? He's announced here today that his son, one of his sons, will be taking over should he be elected.
Precisely because he cannot be the boss of the Confederation of African Football president and at the same time have a club. He will be conflicted. So he's preempted, and he said it in his address that he has been forced to preempt. It's appropriate for one of his sons to take over should he become the CAF president. I'm of the view that come March 12, 2021, which is next month, 15 days away from today, Dr. Patrice Motsepe is going to be endorsed and announced as the African football president, because he brings a lot of acumen, he brings a lot of dynamism into the game. He ticks all the boxes in as far as African football is concerned. Gone are the days when we are going to just appoint people based on their popularity and the fact that they are from certain countries. Yeah. African football have reached a stage where we need business acumen, people who can come on board and bring in sponsors and bring in money. Football, for me, is business. It's no longer a hobby or a playing time as we used to do when we were children growing up in Africa. Football is a business. And for CAF to be more dynamic and more to the next level, we need a man with a business acumen who can bring in sponsor and money.
All right, thank you so much. That's Cudjoe Amankwa, African football analyst, sort of endorsing himself, Patrice Motsepe, ahead of the elections on the 12th of March. Back to you, Buhle, in studio.
Thank you so much, Benji, and that's where I leave it for this afternoon. Over to you, Tammy.